We have to stop making a bad situation worse.
I would like to know who's spreading lies about me.
Does Sonny Corinthos have anything to do with that delay?
Are you worried about what the doctor might tell you?
There may be another path to find my daughter.
General Hospital latest update. Sonny faces a health scare as he needs a pacemaker, while Cyrus violates a restraining order and plots revenge. Meanwhile, Nina conspires with Carly to break up Drew and Willow, and tensions rise as Jen Sidwell spies on Natalia. Will the danger to Sonny's family escalate further? Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital. Sonny's pacemaker, Sidwell spies on Natalia and Cyrus violates restraining order. General Hospital recap for reveals that Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, needed a pacemaker while Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rota, spied on Natalia Ramirez, Eva LaRue, and Cyrus Renaud, Jeff Kober, violated his restraining order. At the hospital, Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, admitted to Lucas Jones, Van Hansis, that she suspected Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrous, wanted help breaking up Drew Quartermaine, Cameron Matheson, and Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen. Lucas did his best to steer Carly away from the idea. Since it was Elizabeth Baldwin's, Rebecca Herbst, first day back on the job, she got a warm welcome from Willow. Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, also apologized for the suspension, but Liz knew she was just following protocol. While Portia and Elizabeth discussed the investigation into the Digitalis-related fatalities, Lucas patched things up with Willow since he was sorry for being judgmental before. Once Liz called Nurse Gail, Samantha Cuterin, at Turning Woods and thanked her for the help recently, Cyrus appeared hoping to visit patients. Gail insisted Cyrus had to speak with Ferner, William Dixon, the administrator, which led to Ferner admitting Cyrus was banned due to Mayor Laura Collins' Jeannie Francis complaint. Cyrus misrepresented his authority over Lulu Spencer's, Alexa Haven's Bruning care, and Ferner knew about GH banning Cyrus from visiting patients too. After Cyrus demanded to know who was spreading lies about him, he mentioned overhearing Gail on the phone with Elizabeth and questioned if she was the source of the trouble. Bobby's Lulu impressed Laura with her new plan, which involved following popular equestrians on social media and looking into equestrian-related facilities in Europe. Lulu hoped that she could use these angles to get a lead on Charlotte Cassadine's, Scarlett Fernandez whereabouts. Once Lulu was alone later, Cyrus showed up and tried to act all chummy with her. Lulu reminded Cyrus of the restraining order and threatened to call the cops. Cyrus was offended and dropped a hint about what he'd done for Lulu, but she still got out her phone to call the police. However, Cyrus had taken off by the time Lulu looked up again. Back at General Hospital, Liz found out about Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, tipping off Cyrus that he was under suspicion, so she warned Lucas about the danger of Cyrus feeling cornered. Cyrus popped up nearby and flashed back to the dried flower being moved in his Bible. As Cyrus glared at Liz, it was obvious that he was ready to target her. Crimson, Nina filled Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, in on her plan to recruit Carly for Drew and Willow's breakup plot. Maxie had concerns and wound up shocking Nina with news about Drew planning to buy a huge house. It left Nina worried about Drew moving Willow and the kids in, so she wanted Maxie's help to stall him. Maxie wondered if Nina's issues with Drew were about Willow or the fact that she previously wanted Drew for herself. After Nina made it clear she was over her Drew fling, Maxie defended Willow since people in love do crazy things, just like Nina did with Sonny. Carly showed up, so Nina apologized for how things went down with Sonny back then. Nina also appealed to Carly as a mother since she had to protect Willow from Drew. Carly had concerns about the backlash if their scheme to break Drew and Willow up was discovered. Nevertheless, Nina pointed out that Drew could be moving Willow and the kids in his new place. After Nina suggested they could gain access to the house Drew was buying, she questioned if Carly was with her on protecting Wiley Corinthos, Viren Weaver, and Amelia Corinthos, Sequoia and Serenity Mork-Mako. Back with Maxie, she spoke to Willow at the hospital, so they made a playdate for their boys to exhaust themselves in Maxie's backyard. Willow suggested she should think about getting a new place with a yard of her own soon. Cafe Sherry. Sidwell met with Drew and wondered if Sunny had anything to do with the Esplanade getting delayed. Drew denied it before Sidwell suggested moving the Esplanade to Pier 55, which was Sunny's domain since his warehouse is there. Sidwell was even willing to invest his own money if it'd help move the changes along. When Laura showed up and exposed Sidwell to Drew as Lucky Spencer's Jonathan Jackson captor, Sidwell made a veiled threat about suing for defamation. Laura found out about Sidwell's idea to move the Esplanade to Pier 55 and expressed concern about his motives. In Anna Devane's Finola Hughes' office, Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, wanted Anna to hook her up with a micro-recording device. That way, Jordan could cozy up to Sidwell and get him to admit things that could be used to take him down. Later, Lulu showed up and told Anna about her unsettling encounter with Cyrus. At the cardiologist's office in Los Angeles, Sunny got support from Natalia and learned he'd need a pacemaker within the next 3 months. Sunny was more focused on fighting back against the mysterious enemy who targeted his penthouse. Sidwell's goon listened nearby and ultimately called his boss with some updates. Sidwell was actually having Natalia followed, so he was stunned to learn she'd visited Sunny's cardiologist with him in LA. General Hospital spoilers say Sidwell's connection to Natalia will be revealed soon, so stick with us for more predictions on all the drama that's about to blow up. Today's next update: the walls closing in on Cyrus, Nina's proposition for Carly, Sunny's secret out. Friday's mean cliffhangers on General Hospital, so let's jump right into today's recap. Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens, meets up with Laura Spencer, Jeannie Francis, at Bobby's to tell her about her chat with Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna. She tells her mom that he told her about Valentine Cassadine, James Patrick Stewart, surfacing briefly in Germany. Lulu says she thinks there may be another way for her to find Charlotte. She remembers Charlotte loving horses, so Lulu has started following equestrian accounts online in the hopes of finding Charlotte attached to one of them. Laura thinks it is a promising idea and then cuts their time short in order to catch up with the congressman. Carly Spencer, Laura writes, stops by at GH to talk to her brother Lucas Jones Van Hansis. She tells him that Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrous, called her and wants them to team up on a special project, probably named Drew Quartermain, Cameron Matheson. She thinks it's likely a bad idea to get involved. Lucas tells Carly about confronting Willow over the holidays and how it only made the already bad situation worse. He thinks it is time that they stop reacting to things with anger since it never helps anyway. General Hospital recap: unlikely allies. Nina gives Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, tickets to a NYC formal event, and Maxie instantly knows that she wants something from her. Nina admits that she needs her advice on how to get Carly to help her to break up Drew and Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen. Maxie reminds her that Willow is an adult and probably won't listen to anyone's advice. Nina tells her she's glad that Drew is in a hotel, otherwise Willow and the kids would probably be living with him. Maxie lets it slip that Drew is in escrow and buying a large house, and that she agreed to help him decorate. Maxie finally asks Nina if she is doing this to help Willow, or if she's just mad because Willow is now with the man she once loved. Nina says that she is really over Drew because watching him guide Willow through one bad decision after another has been too much to bear. Maxie says that she believes that the only reason that Willow is acting this recklessly is because she's in love with Drew. They both look up and see Carly standing in the doorway. She sits down with Nina, and Nina actually apologizes for bulldozing her way through Carly and Sunny's marriage. Watching Drew in action has made her realize that she did the same thing. She also says that she can't just keep watching Willow blow up her life for a man who's not worthy of her. Nina tells Carly that they need to work together, and Carly isn't sure that they won't make everything worse. Nina explains that as long as Willow and the kids are with her, she can't keep Drew away, and his next step is moving them into the new house that he is buying. She asks Carly if she is willing to help her do whatever it takes to help their grandchildren. General Hospital recap. Liz is back on the job as Cyrus is shut out. Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, is thrilled to be back on the job at General Hospital. As Willow is greeting her, Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, interrupts and says that she needs to speak with Liz before her shift starts. She apologizes for having to suspend Liz until they could prove that she wasn't connected to the Digitalis murders. She also tells Liz that everything has been turned over to the police and it's officially a criminal investigation. Liz calls Turning Woods to thank the nurse who helped her and Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, to get the information that they needed. As the nurse hangs up, Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober, appears and says that he wants to visit Mrs. Brown. She tells Cyrus that he can't see any patients until he talks to Director Ferner. The director tells Cyrus that his days of volunteering at the facility are over. He knows that Cyrus misrepresented himself when it came to Lulu Spencer and also that he is barred for visiting anyone at General Hospital. Cyrus says that it's a misunderstanding and keeps asking if Elizabeth is to blame for his inability to see patients. General Hospital recap. You are who you align yourself with. Drew has agreed to meet with Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rota, at the Metro Court for breakfast. He asks the status of a project and if its delay has anything to do with Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard. Jen seems to be trying to force Sonny's business out. As they are talking, Laura arrives and tells Drew that he is just the man that she was looking for. Laura tells Drew that Sidwell is the man who nearly killed her son. Of course, Jen says his recollection is totally different. He wants Laura to join them so that he can again try to prove that he wants to make a positive contribution to Port Charles. She tells Drew that if he has a proposal to improve Port Charles, then he should submit it to her office. General Hospital recap. Sonny and Natalia make it to LA. Speaking of Sonny, he and Natalia Ramirez, Eva LaRue, have arrived in Los Angeles and are waiting to meet with one of the best cardiologists in the country. She asks if he is going to tell his kids about his heart condition. Sonny doesn't want to worry them, and his business rivals can't catch wind of it either because it'll make him a target. Sonny meets with the doctor and finds out that he needs a pacemaker and a medication regime. He tells Natalia that it has to wait. He has to figure out who blew up his house because his family isn't safe until he does that. Natalia offers to go with Sonny when he has the procedure. Sonny and Natalia leave the waiting area and are followed by someone with ill intentions. The guy calls Jens and says that he has followed Natalia to a cardiologist because the man that she is with, Sonny, had an appointment. General Hospital recap. Lulu is shook after coming face-to-face with Cyrus. Cyrus stops in at Bobby's for a bite to eat and greets Lulu when he sees her. She reminds him that her life is none of his business and that her family has a restraining order on him. She threatens to call the police if he gets any closer. He says that her family is now keeping him from doing the work that he needs to. Lulu tells him that she heard him at Turning Woods trying to transfer her out of state and that's why she ran from the facility. Cyrus tells Lulu that no one has cared for her as much as he has. Lulu calls Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, for help as Cyrus disappears. She then goes to Anna's office and tells her about Cyrus violating the restraining order and freaking her out. Liz and Lucas are at General Hospital quietly sharing notes about Cyrus being suspected and what to do next. As they talk, he is nearby listening to them. Today's next update. Brooke Lynn seeks comfort in Cody's arms. Will it end her marriage? General Hospital spoilers spill. Brooke Lynn Quartermaine, Amanda Setton, was taken aback when Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, laid it on her that Sasha Gilmore Corbin, Sophia Matson, is pregnant. That had to sting. Only having just learned that her husband, Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, cannot get her pregnant, Brooke Lynn is still reeling with a mixture of emotions. No one will be surprised if she ends up looking for and accepting comfort any place she can get it. Will that place be in Cody's bed? Cody is embroiled in his own grief. Cody is a man adrift in his own sea of sorrow. The revelation that Sasha is pregnant has sent him spiraling even more than he already was. Not only is he still grappling with the heartbreak of their breakup, but the news of her pregnancy with another man's child has struck him like a bolt from out of the blue. His feelings for Sasha were never fully resolved, and now, with this new development, Cody has found himself drowning in a cocktail of regret, longing, and jealousy. His emotional turmoil may not be written all over his face, but it's clear from his behavior that he's looking for any escape from the pain. Could this shared heartache lead him to seek solace in the arms of another, specifically Brooke Lynn? General Hospital spoilers hint he's not the only bad influence. Cody might not be the only one turning to less than savory coping mechanisms. Brooke Lynn, dealing with her own personal crisis, could find herself in the company of someone who understands the pull of numbing the pain with a few too many drinks. Both she and Cody, caught in their respective whirlwinds of emotion, might end up seeking refuge together. One thing so easily leads to another on the Quartermaine grounds, and before they know it, they'll be sharing more than just their troubles. Will they share a night of passion? It's a scenario reminiscent of Sasha's own past mistake with Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell, where they sought in the wrong place. This one-night stand could either be a momentary lapse, or the beginning of a more complicated entanglement, with the potential to upend Brooke Lynn's marriage to Chase. Does Brooke Lynn blame Chase or herself? The news of Chase's sterility has left Brooke Lynn in a state of turmoil, but it's not anger towards her husband that's eating at her. Instead, she's battling a deep-seated guilt that's been lurking since she gave up her first child for adoption years ago. The sting of that decision, one she made as a teenager, has never fully left her. Now, with the inability to conceive naturally with Chase, Brooke Lynn may wonder if this is karma catching up with her. Her feelings are messy, a tangled web of self-blame and regret for what could have been. She may not see Chase's condition as a fault of his, but rather as a cosmic balance for her own past choices. This internal conflict might push her further into Cody's orbit, not because she's seeking to replace Chase, but because she's looking for someone who might just understand the pain of love lost and the ghosts of past decisions. Will this emotional maelstrom lead to the unraveling of her marriage? Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.